Mm, 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 mm. I love doing this shit every day. I ain't gonna lie. I like it. Oh, shit, I got a hole in my do-rag. I look like all time round.
Yes.
Don't be using your singing talent to drive the joke home. Talking about
Punching.
oh.
Yeah, punching open.
Mm-hmm.
Did you double check?
How y'all doing? What's going on with y'all people, man? You said what now? So we can know what time, what country we in sync with.
Representing at the moment.
Right. Mm. What's going on, my beautiful, beautiful people? Look, I got my unofficial co-host with me, you know. Here. And I told Key, I said, man, this finna be a mukbang episode, dude, because I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna watch me eat on camera, you know what I mean? Y'all see this? So if you into that, this episode is for you. And I haven't sworn so far. I'm doing well.
Doing wonderful.
So in the meantime, while I'm not swearing, I'm gonna finish my sandwich.
To make sure, you know.
To assure I satiate my hunger, as well as not swearing at an inappropriate time.
Oh, that's it.
Then once I'm not hungry no more, and the time is up, I can just go full ghetto and start spitting and smacking my food.
This is so ready.
Oh my God! I'm happy the 2 minutes is up because you know why? I'm sick of these Blusky be rolling. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I've had it. I've had it.
2 minutes.
I'm sick of it.
You must see.
Sick of this shit.
Whatever.
But it's cool though. It's cool. It's gonna hit though, ain't it?
Yeah.
It better. She say it is, but it better, right, y'all? Right, America?
And then that's how I'm like, what I do?
Ain't that crazy when you get America on somebody? Ain't that right, America?
Don't get it. OMG, I need to be here.
How did you get here?
I caught the bus.
Nobody's supposed to be here.
Like I drove my car.
All right, before I'm running these minutes real fast, I'm finna I link this to my Facebook real fast for all my peoples on the book. What's up, all of y'all that ain't get the the bell notification or whatnot. Let me know. Y'all better be letting me know when I got crumbs on my damn face too. Don't have me out here like that. Shit, y'all don't care about me. Where's my why they put my thumb down? Oh my God, they ain't even put my thumbnail. What's going on with y'all people though, man? What the hell? It's a nice day today. Nice and hot. You know what? This is a serious one, right? When it gets serious, I gotta put the dreads out.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to that.
I don't.
Special guest. We got a special guest today. Titters. We got some titters on the podcast. So for those of y'all that ain't watching live, just let you know you are missing the titters on the podcast. Okay. We got titters in the building on the pod.
I want to be supposed to be over here.
Oh my God. Hey. Appreciate. We gotta take a little off camera little interlude. So hold on. Let me know when you ready. Alright. Kim is hilarious, dude. Wait till we get Kim on here, man. That's gonna be the episode that break the internet.
He said, "Sean, I'm gonna do."
I'm gonna tell y'all the funny. Kim wear these shirts, right? I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story about these shirts that she. You don't want me to. This story is so funny, man. I want to tell y'all this story.
You can tell me. Oh,
But
mukbang, whatever you
oh
call
yeah,
it. Where we at?
y'all want to watch me eat? Y'all ever seen somebody eating hot Cheetos
This food?
and they be having them in their teeth and shit? You never seen that shit?
No.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that.
Hell the fuck no.
Don't talk to me, bruh. If you just been eating and you got hot Cheetos, that's a type situation, right?
Yes.
So, like always, we got to get the show started. We're gonna start out with a little bit of music. How y'all doing? Everybody that done tuned in. We gotta take one more interlude. That's all I'm waiting on. Hold on. You ready, Kim?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, booty out, y'all. Look at it. It's like, I'm just joking.
She almost took her knee off.
Oh, damn, my bad. Kim, you know I wouldn't do you like that. You know I wouldn't do you like that. Right, on my life, shit. For nudity. We clowning a little bit. We having a good time today. You know what I'm saying? This episode brought to you by Mr. I'm gonna let y'all crack it because it ain't even open yet. I'm gonna let y'all crack it. So let y'all crack the Hennessy. Tap it. Is that how they do it?
Yeah,
People be like, man, see, I be getting my black card revoked sometimes because folks be like, bless the bottle and all that. 2 guns, what up? You put the fist up, what up, player? So black folks be like, bless the bottle. I be like,
that's just like tapping it.
I be like this. Like, you Catholic, bro? Like, yeah. That's where we bless it. That's how we bless it in the Catholic hood. Looking at, nah, but tap the top, tap the bottom. It was at the bottom and the top. Bottom, top, bottom. Anybody that know any of y'all hardcore street thugs, tell us how to bless the Hennessy because we don't know and we can't open it till. Can we open it without blessing it? She said, hell yeah, we can open it. She said we finna crack that out.
In virtual world,
Alright, virtual tap, y'all. Can I get a virtual tap? Alright, cool. I can't drink shit, man.
We are so.
Whoo. Like, he tasted like,
Get you some tea or what?
Where my water at? You said what? But I take it slow. Oh, see. Hear this on the pod. Or excuse me, gentlemen or ladies, or I would like to introduce you to my special guest, or Turtles. Turtles. Now let's get this music started, y'all. We having fun, but we got to get into these topics. I started a little bit late too, so this is just one of them days. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for tuning in. So let's go. Macworld, A. Get it. Going on with y'all people? Everybody in the building. Y'all know what we do around this time, around 1 o'clock, the 1 o'clock hour. You know, we flex a little bit of our communication power. You know what I was thinking about? Remember I was telling you that the other day? I was like, I don't think it should really be called like social media and shit like that. It should be called like, it should have something to do with like communication, because that's really what's changing. You know what I mean? If we start to look at it more like that, I think people would take less of the clout angle, like what can I do just for people to see me, and think like, damn, I could actually talk to people and we could do shit. So like, what can we do with that? You know what I'm saying?
Still a form of socializing, but you taking the popularity, but like
Say that shit. Taking everything happen to be about popularity out of it, because ain't that what we doing right now as a society? You know what I'm saying?
The popular vote gets the
Hell the fuck no. Come on, man. Knock that shit off, man.
We gotta change that, but check it out. 2 tap the bottle. That's what's up, man. Yeah, the blessings gonna stick. You already know, man. Real nigga bless something, them blessings gonna stick. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, brother. And just like shit, we talking about what you can do, what you can accomplish, you know, and we talking about this country that we living in and where we stand and things being popular and everything going off of popularity, being that's the age we live in. That pretty much personify why we in the shit we in now. And man, like, we got Donald Trump in office because they wanted to have somebody popular, because Barack Obama, he was a good president, Harvard law graduate and all that, but he just happened to be a cool, popular dude. So, you know, they always want what we got. If we say black power, they gonna say white power. We say black lives matter, they gonna say all lives matter. We had Barack Obama, he was cool, he did his job, he got Bin Laden up out of there, did a couple nice things. I ain't gonna say he did it all, but some of y'all still on y'all Obama phones right now.
Come on, man. Knock that shit off, man.
Obama been gone, Trump that came, and Joe Biden in office, and y'all still on y'all Obama phones. So man, like, knock that shit off. Like Sin said, knock it off. You know, he done did something, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all was able to get a lot of things done with Obamacare that y'all wouldn't have had otherwise, because they didn't have no plan for y'all. And y'all know Trump care was a fucking glass of bleach, you know what I'm saying? Trump care was a glass of bleach and sit your ass down. You know, so Obama did some things. I ain't gonna say he was perfect, but man, he went in there, did his work, and he got elected for 2 terms. So, you know, he did something right to not have to, for them not to get him out of there. But, you know, your boy, Donald Trump, I don't know, man. The opposite. It's like when you pick somebody. Remember I talked about that the other day. I told y'all about how we got a culture of retaliation. He was just a retaliation pick for Obama. That's all he was. You know what I mean? And I'ma prove it to y'all. You know they used to scrutinize somebody right before they became president, right? Things you could say, things you can't say. Like, it was a meticulous process. They don't want the bar to be low for you to be president. Like, hey, bro, yeah, what you doing? You want to be president? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, they don't want it to be anybody. You want somebody to be better than you in a position of power over you. If you look, I want my accountant to be way better at math than I am. You know what I'm saying? I want my contractor to be way better at building shit and putting shit together than I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be the smartest person in the room all the time unless I'm just studied at everything. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you think if you the smartest person in every room you go into, then get the fuck out that room. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no way you specialize in everything. So if you can't be around nobody you can learn from, and you always smarter than the people you around, you in the wrong spaces with the wrong people, baby. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move around. But they done set the bar so low. Like I'm telling y'all, they done set this thing so low, right? That it's crazy now. It's like it's to the point where you know, them type of checks and balances that we had before, they really don't even matter no more, man. They don't even matter no more. Check this out. I know y'all done seen this before, but I just gotta re-emphasize this to y'all about this man Donald Trump. You know who he said him. You know when they tell you, they say when somebody say who they is to believe them, right? They say if somebody show you who they is, then you should believe them. And so that's what I feel like would do. This is before he got in office. Let's check it out.
You and I will walk in.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's a different one.
Better not be the publicist. No, it's her.
Yeah, that's it, with the gold. I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, shorty.
Oh, nice legs, huh?
Oof. Get out of the way, honey. Oh, that's good legs. Go ahead.
It's always good if you don't fall out of the bus. Like Ford, Gerald Ford, remember?
There's a little bit down below. Pull the hand.
This is a less extended one right here. He said some other stuff, but that's the main one right there. Basically, if y'all ain't keep up with what he said, because I know some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, is a little bit slow, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all about that mayonnaise bus. But basically he said when you got money, you could do anything. And he said, like with women, he said when he see a woman, he just automatically attracted to him. And he was like, he said he just start kissing them, which if y'all remember somebody named Summer Zervos that was working for him, you know what I mean? And she just quit out of nowhere. That's what she said. He just grabbed her and started kissing her. Like he said he does when he didn't think nobody was recording this from the outside, right? So this ain't nothing that he just was thinking nobody was even gonna hear. Keep that in mind, right? So with that being said, you know, he turned around and he like, man, when you got money, you could do anything. You could grab him by the P word, right? Now, this the thing. This how you know the man, the savage. What do you as a man even get by grabbing a girl? By her, you know what I'm saying, Uchi, you know what I'm saying, her hoo-ha. Like, I'm grabbing her by her hoo-ha, you know what I'm saying? What do I get out of that? That's just a violent, that's literally sexual assault. Like, I'm gonna assault you, but right in your sexual parts. Like, bro, that's insane. But I guess, like he said, when you got money, you could do everything. It's audio of him, which, I mean, you know, he don't care. He a brazen criminal, which is what some people admire about him. Like, some people admire boldness and popularity, whether it's right or wrong. They look at it like, wow. So he admitted that when he was doing the Miss America pageants, he would walk through there in the dressing room and say he was coming through for inspections, but really he would go through there when they was getting dressed and all that. And he was like, he like joked about it or whatever. Like, you know, basically like, yeah, I take advantage of my position. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's how it is. That's what I do. That's how I do. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing right there. And usually somebody do some shit like that, right? We wouldn't let him be president. We wouldn't even come close to letting him be president. But that lets you know, man, it's different. It's two different justice systems. It's two different Americas. It's two different sets of rules. And speaking of justice system, if y'all don't know what's going on with Donald Trump right now, this fool is caught up right now. You know what I'm saying? He got caught with some top secret documents, including some nuclear info. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is nuclear info about our international allies. So everybody got an interest in this. You know how bad this make the country look? This like your bank. You put your money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? And then you seeing something on the news, finding out that the dude at the bank, man, when it took a bunch of people accounts and shit, and man just decided to go cash out at fucking Stonefire or something like that, or Disneyland, or just Mall of America or something. First thing you gonna do is you gonna be calling like, hey, Bank of America, is y'all dude down there who play with money and shit that y'all let get away with shit? Is dude playing with my money? You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, people was calling our intelligence like, hey, do we gotta cut ties with y'all as a country? Like, as far as our, you know, keeping our mutual intelligence agreements, cause man, y'all not securing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't let y'all put our citizens at risk just because y'all got a fucking culture war going on and don't want to hold a rich white dude accountable. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I always said too. Like, if America fall down, and what's gonna make America fall down is white privilege imploding. Cause you gonna have to choose, man. Like, is the law, or do it only matter unless when it come to this one person? You know what I'm saying? A rich white dude get placed above the law, you know, get found like the dude got found with the dead body in his house and all that. They didn't tell the family for 2 weeks. You know, he didn't even get arrested. It's like, it's so much privilege involved in the law. It's so much money being kicked around to police unions and different stuff like that. What Donald Trump really did was expose the law. And I give y'all an even better example. Like, dude got a lawyer or whatever. Donald Trump, when he was coming into office, Donald Trump got accused of sexually. He was at the time being accused of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl. This is more stuff that somebody like this you wouldn't dare think would come close to being able to be president. But flash forward to 2022, this man right now, the courts, he got top secret documents at his country club, and he got people in the courts. Like I put in the thumbnail, he put 220 something judges in office. You know what I'm saying? And he shopped for a venue for his appeal to getting those stolen documents and he found one of his judges that he put there, and they ruled for him. That's what I'm saying, man. American justice is broke. It's just us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for them. It's just us. For us, a broken tail light might get you. I fear for my life, 10-4 officer down, I'm in fear. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we got a spy, like a literal spy that stole top secret documents. They could have found these documents with dude passports. Oh, they did. And they could have found it with a note that said, I'm going to take these overseas and see who wants them. You know what I'm saying? And what would they do? He would probably still get the privilege, the benefit of the doubt. That's gonna be the country's downfall. It ain't gonna be sagging pants, it ain't gonna be gangs, it ain't gonna be twerking, cause all that shit ain't big enough. You know what I'm saying? That's all shit that is detrimental to your culture and your image. But what he is doing is what's called high crimes. Have y'all ever heard the term high crimes and wonder, what is a high crime? When you hit the weed and do crime? Nigga, no. These are high crimes. When you taking top secret documents, when you're bribing other countries about sending them military aid that was already agreed on, like, man, I need you to do something for me. When you trying to overturn legal elections and you threatening people and you doing all type of shit, you incited a riot at the Capitol. Like, bro, is this man untouchable or what? But I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. Justice system exposed. He was like I said, him and Jeffrey Epstein, 2 serial rapists, right? I'm gonna just call them what it is and shit. I don't care. My video ain't monetized yet. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Serial rapists, right? Him and Jeffrey Epstein. So back when all this stuff started coming out, you know, you like, how could he get off or something like that? That's a heinous crime and all that. Well, the reason he got off is because he got this lawyer right here. This dude right here, if y'all don't know who this is Alan Dershowitz. You could look at the look on his face and see what he about. You know what I'm saying? You could look at him. You could look at dude and see what he all about. But if y'all don't know who Alan Dershowitz is, this is Trump's lawyer. This is Dershowitz. This is Trump's lawyer and Jeffrey Epstein, the famous rich pedophile's lawyer that represented him and Donald Trump in their case together. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this where they talk about who is he, and you know, it'll give you a little bit of background on him, just so y'all know do y'all know how fucked up the country is? Do y'all know that shit? And it ain't, listen, If a house all fucked up, right? Kids live there, the dog lived there, and the parents lived there. The dog shitted all over. The kids is running around stinking. You know what I'm saying? The parents up in their room eating Quest Card lobster. You know what I'm saying? And Quest Card crab legs and shit, right? Who the fuck is you gonna blame? You go, man, I hate them. Look at these dirty kids. Kill the dog. Kill the dirty dog. No, you gotta blame who running the house. The country is fucked up, and we gotta blame who running the house. Let's go.
Fear of discipline or rebuke. I guess not all speech should be free. When he wasn't teaching, Dershowitz was regularly going to bat for accused rapists and murderers, and recently a one-time Teen Choice Award nominee. His first high-profile client was Klaus von Bülow, a Danish-British socialite who was once convicted of trying to kill his wife, Sunny, by injecting her with insulin. She was left in a decades-long coma and never came out of it. In 1982, von Bülow hired Dershowitz to appeal his attempted murder conviction. Dershowitz argued that Sunny might have caused her own coma as a result of an addiction to pills and alcohol. Dershowitz's work overturned the conviction, and von Bülow was acquitted.
The second time around, we had the evidence. We were able to persuade the jury.
So at best, maybe your client was negligent.
Well, that's certainly a possibility. He was accused of being unhusbandly. He was accused of having an affair. Those aren't crimes in America.
In 1992, Dershowitz defended famous boxer Mike Tyson when he was on trial for violently raping an 18-year-old Miss Black America contestant. An emergency room doctor testified that she had injuries consistent with forced sex. Dershowitz argued she was making false accusations.
You don't believe this was date rape?
I don't believe this was rape of any kind. I believe that this was
Not
a
date
groupie who knows the rules of groupies. And the rules of groupies are very simple. They follow athletes around, they follow rock stars around, they get 20 minutes of not very good sex in exchange for bragging rights.
The jury disagreed. Tyson was convicted but served less than 3 years of his sentence. In 1995, in perhaps the most highly publicized case of his career.
Hey, two, you funny as hell, bro. I'm just not seeing your comment. You said how you got yellow dentures. It's crazy as hell.
Dershowitz served as an appellate advisor to O.J. Simpson's defense team. Dershowitz helped get Simpson acquitted of the murder of his ex-wife Nicole Brown and her friend Ron Goldman.
Your Honor, I'm new to this courtroom, but I will tell you right now, I am not, under any circumstances, ever, while I stand up here today, going to respond to any of the ad hominems. I simply am not going to play that game.
The following year, Dershowitz met pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein and quickly integrated into his collection of famous friends, including Harvey Weinstein, the Clintons, and Donald Trump. Dershowitz liked and trusted Epstein.
There you go, Jason. There go your boy Clinton. Anytime I say something about Donald Trump, Jason bring up the Clintons and shit. He an undercover Trumper and shit. He be like, man, I don't care about none of them, but he like, you be trying to defend Trump. Nah, I'm just messing with you, bro. But nah, Clinton, all them, bro, it ain't got nothing to do with no like Democrats and Republicans, bro. That shit really for us. You know what I'm saying? The only thing where the parties really matter at is like you could have, when somebody go into trying to make political change, they could either run as three things: a Democrat, a Republican, or independent. Most likely to get funding that you gonna need in order to carry whatever your agenda is, you will have to either just have a bunch of money or you will have to get with one of the political parties and get them to get to your agenda. That's called sponsoring a bill. Like you can write up a bill or write up legislation. And that's really supposed to be what politicians are supposed to do. They're supposed to write up legislation and then they pass it up the House and see if they can get it written into law based on the problems that come from the bottom. That's why it's like you got the mayors, then you got the governors, then you got the senators in Washington, and they pass the issue up supposedly from the people. But what happened is people get elected and they just start doing what they need to stay elected from, or start doing what the person above them tell them to do, not the people that got them there. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what's going on with this right here, I'm talking about Alan Dershowitz and these rich people he defending and the rule of law not applying to them. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Alan Dershowitz himself, as you're going to see in a second, he involved with that shit too. I paused it right here because I don't know if y'all caught what she said, but she was like, he started defending Jeffrey Epstein. Like he was always defending rapists and all that stuff. Then he got to Jeffrey Epstein and quickly developed a personal relationship with him. Like, you know what I mean?
Circumstances ever while I stand up here today going to respond to any of the ad hominems. I simply am not going to play that game.
The following year, Dershowitz met pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein and quickly integrated into his collection of famous friends, including Harvey Weinstein, the Clintons, and Donald Trump. Dershowitz liked and trusted Epstein so much that he was reported to say Epstein was the only person out of his immediate family to read drafts of his books. But years later, when abuse allegations against Epstein surfaced, Dershowitz claimed he was just an acquaintance.
We never socialized with him after he was charged with any offense. I only socialized with him in the context of academic meetings, meetings at Harvard. My relationship with him was academic, and then it was lawyer-client.
A year after meeting Epstein, Dershowitz wrote an op-ed in the LA Times with the headline, "Statutory rape is an outdated concept," where he argued that the age of consent should be lowered to at least 15, no matter how.
So this what tripped me out, right? Like you see all this, I'm telling y'all this, I'm showing y'all this dude, Jeffrey Epstein. I'm showing y'all how he had these ties with Trump. I'm showing y'all the lawyer, Alan Dershowitz, who wanted to lower the age of consent to 15, and how concerned they is. Donald Trump and this lawyer, Alan Dershowitz, had a fallout right here. And it was supposedly over who was entitled to take this underage 14-year-old girl's virginity, which y'all gonna see something else about that too. Y'all think this shit is a game, man. This shit for real. And it ain't the people that, you know, it ain't the people that you gotta uncipher the Da Vinci Code to see, oh, Tom Hanks is a pedophile. No, I be these rich people, do what they want to do, got politicians in their pocket. The people that's brazen and feel like they could go unchecked with no consequences, man, they do it right in your face. You ever heard the concept of the Illuminati and doing stuff in plain sight? That's how these people do stuff. They do it in plain sight. Like, they hire people around them that's involved with the shit. Donald Trump, like on the thumbnail, he put 220 some lawyers in there. So today, what happened yesterday was one of his judges blocked the Justice Department from being able to do anything with that shit, with all the stuff they found. They can't even, so right now the country as a whole, me, you, everybody, shit, ain't no telling what, we might be all in danger right now. All because of one man, you know what I'm saying? And knowing how to play the Amerikkkan with 3 Ks justice system, because ain't nobody else finna get away with none of this shit. And all this shit, if they had a trail this sloppy of pedophile lawyers and, you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't have never been close to being considered for president again. And people say, well, what about this person did this and did that? Yeah, don't consider them either. None of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fuck?
How old the partner was. Then, in 2005, Epstein hired Dershowitz to coordinate his defense against the allegations he had sexually abused minors. Dershowitz's strategy was to discredit the victims coming forward. One woman said she started going to Epstein's house when she was 16, and that Epstein photographed her naked and attempted to rape her. Dershowitz signed off on a letter to a lead investigator, calling into question her character, with information from her social media accounts. The letter read, in part, she herself has chosen to go by the nickname of Pimp Juice, and the site goes on to detail, including photos, her apparent fascination with marijuana. Dershowitz was able to get Epstein a generous...
So you hear that? Don't call yourself Pimp Juice or smoke weed, or you might get sexually assaulted and it might be legal, you know what I'm saying, in the Amerikkkan justice system. Let's go.
Non-prosecution agreement. Under the plea deal, his federal charges were dropped, and he only spent 13 months in a private wing of a county jail in a controversial work release program.
I'm proud of the fact that I represented him. I represented a lot of controversial people, and we got a deal.
So just a rule of thumb for me, right? If I see anybody show up in court with this dastardly, ghastly looking motherfucker, I'm assuming they did it. I'm going to assume they did it. Right or wrong, am I right to assume they did it? Look at, man, come on now.
They got money for sure.
I'm assuming they did it if they show up with this fool.
Yeah, he is the real life devil's advocate. You seen that movie?
The real devil's advocate, for real. God damn, let's go.
controversy goes, Alan Dershowitz follows, and vice versa. In 2014, a woman named Virginia Roberts Gouffre said in a court filing, which was later struck from the record, that she had been trafficked by Epstein to Dershowitz several times when she was underage. Gouffre began visiting Epstein's Palm Beach mansion in 2000, when she was just 16. In a court document, she stated that she was required to be exploited by Epstein's adult male peers.
Only in America can human traffickers still be making laws for us, like, and practicing the law. Alan Dershowitz got a YouTube channel. A young girl coming forward saying she been trafficked to him about 6-7 times. And he's still out here. Come on now. But what about R. Kelly? And yeah, he ain't right either, right? So why ain't we going after everybody? Because it's just us. It's just for us. All that hard, swift justice. Don't even have a tail light out shit. Stop, comply, stop resisting shit. That's just for us, man. Let's go.
Which allegedly included Dershowitz. Gouffre asserted that she'd had sex with Dershowitz at least 6 times.
Do you know her? Have you seen her? Have you ever met her?
I've never seen her. I've never met her. And I challenge her to come on your show and to repeat her allegations on television. I can prove categorically by documentary and other evidence that I couldn't have been in the places she said I was at the time.
Gouffre sued Dershowitz for calling her a liar. Dershowitz countersued, arguing that Gouffre has a history of extorting the prominent men in Epstein's circle. But one of the men Dershowitz subpoenaed for evidence, Les Wexner, denies that he was...
So they was able to get away with saying that this underage girl is a liar because she got a history of extorting a bunch of people in the pedophile circle who also got underage girls that they mess with. This is America. You know what I'm saying? That's like the child saying, you see the white van with no windows over there? Like, yeah, they did whatever in the van or whatever. And then the van driver getting out and basically being like, nah, see, she always going after people in white vans that do stuff to people in the back of their vans. Like, it, you know, like, why she always messing with us people that's running around with kids in the back of our vans? No, she just like going after us. Like, make it make sense, America. Make it make sense. Let's go.
He was ever extorted, leading Gouffre's lawyer to call Dershowitz's extortion claim a smokescreen. In 2019, Dershowitz put out the book Guilt by Association, the challenge of proving innocence in the age of Me Too. The premise is that false accusations, not sexual assault, and the difficulty of proving it are ruining too many lives.
The double standard is obvious. Today, if you've been falsely accused, it's very hard to defend yourself. If you defend yourself, you're regarded as committing a political sin.
He went on to say that his accuser ought to go to prison. In the same year, Dershowitz doubled down on his LA Times op-ed about lowering the age of consent to 15. Despite writing an entire book on the subject, it's not actually clear that the accusation...
Recap. You got a lawyer obsessed with defending rapists who wrote a whole book on lowering the age of consent, was in a pedophile circle, involved with a pedophile circle, defending the pedophiles, Donald Trump defending the pedophile, Jeffrey Epstein, and also himself was accused. And these people just running around. One of them talking about still running for president. One of them died under mysterious circumstances in the jail cell. And one of them right now is still lurking behind the scenes. Alan Dershowitz doing a bunch of stuff in the legal world. You know what I mean? Like on high levels and shit like that. But I'm gonna round it off with this before I get off of this slimy motherfucker. I'm gonna give y'all a Sean Mack. A Sean Mack not so exclusive, because it ain't nothing exclusive. This shit been around, but I bet a lot of y'all haven't seen this. And This is something y'all need to see, and this is something y'all need to take into consideration when y'all think about this justice system, how it ranged from being a spy pedophile who basically never seen no consequences, you know what I'm saying, and being able to run for president, to having your tail light out or reaching for your wallet after they tell you to grab your wallet and give them some identification and getting your head blowed off in front of your kids. You know what I mean? And you ain't even got no record. So y'all gotta see this, cause this should piss everybody off right here, right? This is the actual transcript of the lawsuit that was filed against Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. So y'all can see, and I'll leave the you know, the link and all that type of shit or whatever, like, so you could go to it. I could put it like in the comments or whatever, but I'm gonna just go, it's disgusting, right? So I'm gonna just go through some of it so y'all can see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all can see what type of people we got running the country. Oh, God bless America. Oh, say, matter of fact, I wish I could show y'all this with the national anthem playing. Oh, say, can you see they're raping on me?
Boy.
So, Jane Doe, proceeding under a pseudonym. That's not about I'm not laughing at the case, I'm laughing at the joke I made, you know, just.
Stop.
Alright, so Jane Doe, you know, is the girl. And you know who Donald J. Trump is, and you know who Jeffrey E. Epstein is, you know, them are the pedos. Plaintiff Jane Doe proceeding under the pseudonym, bring this action against Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, alleging that 1. Individual residing as a citizen of the state of California, yep, and all that stuff. This just letting you know, district that it's in is in California. That's where it was at or whatever. Articles, defendants are in New York, right now, whatever, you know, whatever. And then it say, let me see. This is just legal crap about the cost. Okay, so here you go right here. The allegations, right? Rape, sexual misconduct, criminal sexual acts, sexual abuse, forcible touching, assault, battery, intentional and reckless infliction of emotional distress, duress, and false imprisonment. Okay. Plaintiff was subject to acts of R8, sexual misconduct, criminal sexual acts, sexual abuse, forcible touching, assault, battery, intentional and reckless infliction of emotional distress, duress, false imprisonment, and threats of death or serious bodily injury by the defendants that took place at several parties during the summer months of 1994. The parties were held by defendant Jeffrey Epstein at a New York City residence that was being used by defendant Epstein at 9 East 71st Street in Manhattan. During this period, plaintiff was a minor of age 13.
Oh, man, knock that shit off, man.
At age 13 and was legally incapable under New York law of consenting to sexual intercourse and the other sexual contacts detailed herein. The rapes in the first, second, and third degrees, sexual misconduct, criminal sexual acts in the first and second and third degrees. So let's go down a little bit. Detailed predatory sexual assault detailed herein, sexual assault detailed herein are unlawful under New York law. And constitute of the torts: assault, battery, false imprisonment, intentional reckless infliction of emotional distress. Declaration of plaintiff Jane Doe, Exhibit A. Hereto declaration of Tiffany Doe, Exhibit B. Hereto. Jane Doe and Tiffany Doe are each pseudonyms that each woman wishes anonymity. So she had a witness. Tiffany Doe, a witness, was an employee of defendant Epstein. Ah, so she came with receipts and all that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go down to the shit. We gotta get to the shit. Alright.
That wasn't the shit?
No, that was just the background on who these sick motherfuckers really is and where they at, and you know what I'm saying? All the legal jargon. But now this is what was going on. It say plaintiff was enticed by promises of money and a modeling career to attend a series of parties with other similarly situated minor females held at a New York City residence that was being used by defendant Jeffrey Epstein. At least 4 of the parties were attended by defendant Trump. Exhibits A and B, so that's what I guess they were showing, like evidence that he was at the parties. On information and belief, by this time in 1994, defendant Trump had known Epstein for 7 years and knew that plaintiff was just 13 years old, and they show exhibits A and B again. Defendant Trump initiated sexual contact with plaintiff at 4 different parties with the 13-year-old girl. Now, mind you, all this is before he ran for president. This is what I'm just showing you now is why America pretty much, this is why we where we at. You know what I mean, as a country right now, because some people could get away with this. This is the bar set for him. You know what I'm saying? So it say on the 4th and final sexual encounter with defendant Trump tied plaintiff to the bed, exposed himself to plaintiff, and then proceeded to forcibly rape plaintiff. During the course of this savage sexual attack, plaintiff loudly pleaded with defendant Trump to stop, but with no effect. Defendant Trump responded to plaintiff pleas by violently striking plaintiff in the face with his open palm and screaming that he would do whatever he wanted. Sound like he said what he said he could do, right? Didn't he say he could do whatever he wanted? Because he got money, including grab a woman in any type of sexual way you want. Immediately following this R8, defendant Trump threatened plaintiff that were she ever to reveal any of the details of the sexual and physical abuse by defendant Trump, plaintiff and her family would be physically harmed if not killed. Defendant Epstein had sexual contact with plaintiff at 2 parties. The second sexual encounter with defendant Epstein took place after plaintiff had been R8'd by defendant Trump. Like, bro, these people were sick, man. You know what I'm saying? And then it say defendant Epstein forced himself upon plaintiff and proceeded to R8 her anally and vaginally despite her loud pleas to stop. Defendant Epstein then attempted to strike plaintiff about the head with his closed fist while he angrily screamed at the plaintiff that hold on, what is this? I wonder why I'm showing this. It's not getting my screen capture. Hold on, let me see something. Was it? I wonder did they because it's what it's showing right there, unless it can't be that far back. Oh, it probably is. You know what? Matter of fact, it is, because I think I started that one a little late. Oh yeah, my bad, y'all. All right, I had a little technical difficulty and shit. Somebody threw a monkey wrench in the equipment. All right, so check it out. So it say defendant Epstein forced himself upon plaintiff and proceeded to R8 her anally and vaginally despite the loud pleas to stop. Defendant Epstein then attempted to strike plaintiff about the head with his closed fist while he angrily screamed at the plaintiff that he, defendant Epstein, rather than defendant Trump, should have been the one who took plaintiff's virginity. That right there is where I pretty much, I ain't gonna say that's where I stopped reading, because I remember when this info first came out, and I was reading about it or whatever, so I actually read it all, but that's where I'm gonna stop reading right now, because man, these folks are sick. And this is the man right now who got judges blocking the fact that he stole information from the government. It's like, and so the lawyers are saying this, they saying that's the equivalent of a drug dealer telling the judge, like, yeah, they stole my drugs, but I feel like that's my property, so I want to get somebody to look into seeing, you know, what drugs I could keep out of all the drugs they took from me. And the drug saying, okay, because he stole the documents. And then he got a judge to be like, all right, let me look and see what you want to keep out of your stolen documents, right? So it just go to show, man, the justice system is just us. Ain't no justice, it's just us. That shit just for us, you know what I'm saying? Because look who finna run for president. Everybody favorite, unaccountable pedophile, grab him by the pussy, storm the Capitol, you know what I'm saying? Run around, spray down with some orange spray paint on, and still be able to get away with all this shit. So America, congratulations. Whatever happened to the country, don't act like it's because of sagging pants and rap music and all that. Y'all letting the worst of the worst people run America just because they rich and they white. Come on now. You already knew it. You knew it was coming already, right?
Yo, man.
Look, that's what somebody need to ask Donald Trump that for real.
Like, for real.
You too old, bitch, to be acting like that. You old enough to be somebody's grandma.
For real, type shit. But so, I know we ran a little bit long on that topic right there, but that shit's serious though. So just keep all that shit in mind, man, when you sit back and think like, oh, my vote don't matter or nothing I do don't matter, because it's some people out there that while you choose not to do nothing, they gonna do some shit, and they gonna sit up and they gonna put their money and their effort in, whatever little effort that do count, they're gonna put it behind some of the worst fucking people on the planet. And we gonna sit up like, man, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, don't say nothing when, you know what I'm saying, that's you at that party, you know what I'm saying? And
Not at the party.
and you know, I ain't making light of none of that shit, because all that shit serious, especially
But
like,
that's what they doing to
yeah, powerful.
Like they doing it to us the same way. Like
They trying to make it where like you don't question nobody in power. You know what I'm saying? And it's people that want to push for that. And like you see the lawyer that want to defend him. Why do we want to do it? Because we part of that shit. Right, so that's what I'm saying. Don't nobody be just sitting back and watching some of this shit going on like, man, shit, that's just how it is, unless they agree with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you gotta watch people, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit ain't just, if you know better, you automatically do better as a natural instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see no fucked up shit and just be like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but... So, man, keep that shit in mind. You know, all ignorance and popularity and following what's popular can't always be the remedy for us as black people, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to think objective and shit out here. All right, so let me slide to this next topic while I'm talking about accountability, man. I really wanted to talk about the private prison systems, because on the other end of the spectrum of the privilege and all that are the people that's powerless. You know what I mean? And those are the people ending up in these situations. They got to fill the prisons with somebody. And I mean, I'm going to hop on my conspiracy theory shit a little bit right here. But, you know, a lot of this shit, Roe versus Wade, is about them thinking it's a decline in the white population and them feeling like they don't want white people to become a minority. I don't know if you know that or not. But that's a lot of the, and don't just take my word for shit. Look up shit that I'm telling you, feel free, right? So I think about it like this, man. Niggas gonna go out here and a song gonna drop and we gonna have a bunch of kids. The lockdown happened and we have some kids. You know what I'm saying? A new August Alsina album dropping, we had some kids. You know what I'm saying? A new TV show come out and we gonna have us some damn kids. We ain't got no problems. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no problems making no kids. We ain't got no problems getting back there, reaching where the kids is made. You know what I'm saying? We got turtles to feed the kids. We ain't got no problem growing turtles. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna make some kids. We gonna make us some kids, right? But what's gonna happen is this, and this is what I'm saying. Since they know that, the plan is to try and get us incarcerated. Where you can't do with what you can't do with depopulation, you can do with incarceration. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little conspiracy. That's why, you know, I feel like you got so many non-violent offenders in jail, why rapists get to run for president. You know what I mean? And stuff like that, because they need to feel the prisons are really for the minorities. You know what I'm saying? You really, if you are part of the majority, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say part of the majority. You really gotta fuck up to be down and out. You really gotta, like, even when I see, you know what I'm saying, like a homeless person and shit that's part of the majority, I be not buying it. I be thinking like, Bro, you just want heroin money and you don't want to ask your parents and shit. Dude, I'm homeless, man. Cause you like, nah. Hey, how did your story start? It all started when I left Amerikkkan. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I bet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. But man, claim whatever little power you got out here, because if you don't play the game, you can't win the game. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get involved, then you can't say it's this or that. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you know? You don't even know. You ain't even tried shit. How you know you couldn't be the one, that one little bit of power you got couldn't be the little bit that tipped the results? You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all got to get off y'all ass, man. Get your head out your ass, man. But anyway, back to these private prisons. So on the other end of the spectrum with the powerless, though, that's what happened. They getting thrown in these prisons. I'm going to show y'all a little something about that right now. Let me see. We gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let Willie D talk about it.
Oftentimes when we talk about for-profit prisons, we only speak of the private ones. But do you know that America's government-owned prisons are also for profit? Do you know that these jails all over America are for profit? It is one big hustle. And when you look at it like that, fam, you have to concede that perhaps there are more people in jail that are innocent than you think, than you could ever imagine. I mean, what's the motive?
Just think about that concept for a second, if you can. A for-profit prison. Just them 3 words, a for-profit prison. Prison as a business. Crime as a business. Criminalizing people as a business. For people to think that crime is just gonna always happen, they have to think some people are inherently criminal. Who do you think they chose? Who do you think they chose to represent the inherent criminal? Who image is always shown as the inherent criminal? When you add somebody's image to something, why is it always, who is it when you add their archetype to an image, it changed the image to a chain and some gold teeth and a pistol tucked in some sagging boxers? Who have they chosen, you know what I'm saying, to be the perpetual criminals to feed this for-profit prison system? Because you can't have nothing for profit without having a product.
Money. If you give police officers and judges and prosecutors money to lock people up, they get more money. The more people they lock up, the more money they make. What do you think is going to happen?
Meanwhile, we got a pedophile finna run for president and like 70 million people want him in office. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how crazy America is, right? But look at the statistics on who is getting locked up, who is the lifeblood of this justice, the just us system. It's just us in that motherfucker. Let's go.
All of these people that's getting locked up, these fines people are paying, these court costs they're paying court cost. They're feeding these judges and these police officers and these prosecutors. And we're not even getting into the whole part where these companies are hiring prison labor, contracting prison labor.
Listen, let your ass go to jail down in Texas or something.
Come on, man.
You'll end up on a motherfucking chain gang, a real life. If you go to jail down in Texas, you will end up on a real life chain gang digging ditches. You will be down there digging up ditches for real. Like no bullshit or nothing on the side of the road because it flood down there. They got, y'all remember it's a big wildfire in California. Guess who they was using to put the wildfires out? They was using prisoners to put the wildfires out, paying them like $1 a day. And y'all know if you was a real firefighter, not only would you have got paid way more than that, but you would have got paid extra just for the dangerous nature of that wildfire. They getting paid $1 a day. You know what I mean? So don't think that this prison industrial complex ain't real, and don't think they don't have to find a way, like I said, to make a product. And they got to get people thinking it's cool. Our jail ain't really nothing. It's like this, it's like that. Which bring me to my topic I'm going to talk about tomorrow, these prison videos. You know what I'm saying? All these people these people that been to jail, they starting to become like, they starting to be able to profit off of it, flip it into stories and make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? More money than they could get going to work and paying their PO. You know what I'm saying? So the system, man, it's scrambled like some scrambled eggs, man. Let's go.
We haven't even gotten into that part yet. We haven't even gotten into the fact that you got all of these companies that make money off of prisons being open in their little small towns. Man, these people fight tooth and nail to make sure that those prisons don't close down. You got a lot of people out there who have no clue on what's going on. They've never been in trouble before, and that's a good thing. They ain't never been in trouble, or at least ain't never got caught. That's a good thing. But to think that everybody that's in prison, or even most of the people that are in prison because they really did something wrong, I don't even believe it. Because the police shake people down too much. They roll up on too many people who are disenfranchised, who are poor and disenfranchised. And they can put a case on you like this. They can put several cases on you like that. It's nothing. And
you poor, they put a case on you, they snatch you up, they plant something on you, you can't do nothing. You rich, man, you could go around raping minors, beating them. You could have a collection of them. Then you could get you a rapist lawyer, you know what I'm saying, to defend you and shit. Like, it's all, this the justice system right now, you know what I mean? So I want to bring this to y'all attention. Willie D, you know, we go in. Matter of fact, you know, shout out to Willie D. Subscribe to Willie D Live. You got good topics on there, real good, insightful shit. And I wanted to just get into that for a second, the private prison system, because like I said, that tied back to what I was talking about the other day, like the streets and all that shit, man, ain't really no money in it. So if it ain't no money and going out here and it ain't worth risking your life to go and risking your freedom, which is what they really want from you more than anything, to go get no money out here, and you could do it these legal ways. They gotta turn now the legal ways into link that with criminality. So now it ain't just like, oh, I'm a rapper and I'm a blood. Oh, we ABC click, so-and-so click gang. You know what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, oh, rappers are gang members are rappers. It's all one and the same. And they can start, man, now you see where they going now, what they doing. What's been the trend in 2022? Rappers getting RICO, rappers getting indicted. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think this shit is a coincidence? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can figure out some weak ass, you know what I'm saying, conspiracies about some microchips and shit, but y'all can't see this shit they doing to our kids. Y'all can't see this shit they doing using our music, using our livelihood, using things they know that we gonna gravitate towards because it's all the fuck we got. You know what I'm saying? Gotta wake up, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be sweet when you just close your eyes and shit and try and stay dumb, deaf, and blind. Then you actually open the motherfuckers up again and don't nothing look how it used to look. You know what I'm saying?
And you be lost.
Lost in the goddamn sauce. So we gonna talk about this last topic. I'm gonna round it off. I'm gonna try and get through this in about 9 minutes because it's coming around to 2:30. I ran a little bit over, right? Yeah. But and I gotta pick my daughter up. I'm a responsible dad, okay? Okay. But so like I was saying, man, all the shit that we do and the way it influence us and influence our culture going forward, and when you look up and you see some shit looking different, you know what I mean? It's like, what do that really do for you, right? It make it to where you really don't know what's going on, and you really can't call it. Like, damn, where am I supposed to go from here? You know, and I think that's kind of what our kids experiencing right now in a sense. So I wanted to bring this last thing to y'all attention, right? Because I want to see. I guess this would have been what I would have considered my my like call-in topic, the one I wanted to discuss, right? But I'm gonna show y'all this though. I want to show y'all something. I'm in my YouTube studio. Let me get up out of this joint and go to this. Damn, what the fuck? It's like it won't let me. Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to get on this last topic. It got something to do with this prom photo, you know, that they was showing a little bit of controversy behind it. A little bit of controversy behind this prom photo that surfaced. I'm gonna show y'all the photo. I'm gonna switch to my other view so y'all can see it.
Oh, them all black dudes in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all see, I don't know. That's me down there in the corner, my black ass, right?
Okay, I'm like, you on this picture? No.
Nah. But if y'all see, okay, y'all can see what's going on in the photo, right? So this photo caused a little bit of controversy or whatever. These are high schoolers. If y'all don't know, this is a prom photo. Let me take my ugly ass down so y'all can see. High schoolers, predominantly white, all with a bunch of black dudes. And they don't just look black, but they look black as hell too.
Man, like ain't not one damn brown like that.
But like, it's crazy. No, I think I see one light skinned dude like in the back. If you look at the girl with the red dress and you go to the left too, the dude behind them look like they mixed. It look like sister and brother right there. The two mixed kids, cause the two all the way on the end, all the way to the left are mixed too. You know what I'm saying? But this picture stirred up a bunch of controversy, and if you look at the reason why, it say it right at the top of the screen. It say the pic sparks debate about young brothers not choosing sisters as mates. Basically, like young black dudes not dating they you know what I'm saying, black counterparts. And it could be where they live, but this the thing. This what y'all got to think about, man. Like, and that's what Kia say. That's her opinion, right? That she think it's where they live.
No, because I'm just like with Kaylin going to Georgia. And the little town that he was in, like
it was just more white girls.
It was more, yes, like it was different ethnicities for the girls, but it was like plenty black dudes, and they was like the girls going to their neighborhood school, the boys getting bused there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, this is my options. This is where I've been. Like, this is the little town I've been living in. I mean, you know, it's not the same for everybody, but sometimes you do choose based on where you at.
Yeah. Now that's definitely viable. I know y'all heard what she said. She say she think it's a proximity thing. Like, if you look in the background and you look at that house, yeah, that look like about a good 4 or 5 bedroom house. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure, you know, these don't look like them white girls that be having tattoos and pink hair like that. So I don't think they in the hood. Like, I don't think these no hood white girls. It's more likely that, yeah, they is in the nice neighborhood. See, women are observant. They know, like, I wouldn't even have thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, she's observant. That's why every guy out there, you gotta have a girl, you gotta have a woman as a friend. Not that you doing nothing with or nothing like that, but just as a good friend, because they gonna see things from that other angle that you ain't see. Cause I'm gonna tell you how I thought about it. Like, you know, she looked at it visually and she seen, you know what I'm saying, everything like that. Plus she got a son that was kind of going, she got a son, this nigga like 6'7", you know what I'm saying? He was out there hooping, and you know, he was at a nice prestigious part of town. So she say she know how that is, right? But I'm gonna tell you what my black ass was thinking, right? So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking like, man, I remember doing the segment back when I was talking about a therapist that need therapy. And she had some advice that she was giving the young girls and shit. And she like, yeah, go out and be a hoe. and do this and do that. Yeah, be a hoe and date this person and date that person. And her reasoning was like, you don't want to be on your deathbed wondering if you should have slobbed on that knob. Like shit like that. Like, that's her advice, right? Go out, be a hoe and all that. And like, she was a black therapist, you know, she had a lot of stuff to say about black men too, just on the side note, right? But it's like that advice right there will be taken like a joke to these girls, right? But it's some girls out there that might look like the therapist, have you know what I'm saying, box braids like the therapist and all that, and figure she's talking to them, and they might take that advice, coupled with the music they listen to giving them that advice, and the older women that done had plenty failed relationships that look like them giving them that advice. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, they taking that advice, and they figure if anybody don't like me going out, being a hoe, doing all this and that, then they just, it's up there, it's stuck there. I said what I said, boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, if you a man that finds yourself, I said what I said, poo. It's poo, my bad. Boo-boo died. It's poo now. Is it still poo?
I don't even know.
I don't know who the fuck y'all fake. I don't know who the fuck y'all be fake addressing now when y'all go off. I don't know who it's to hers now and shit. But go off though. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that shit's some bullshit, right? If you ain't got, if them is your options, yeah, you gonna put up with a lot of that. But if you could find somebody that they don't know nothing about none of that shit, and you know what I'm saying, they not bad looking, they pleasant attitude, good looking, they more interested in you for who you are and not like, oh, I'm being this way based on what I was told that you're gonna do to me. And you like, you know, cause you be in high school and it'd be like I see some little bitty girls, they have to be in they like tweens, like 11, 12 years old, twerking on the car, talking about they fuck nigga free. I'm thinking like, what? Like, but you know, imitating the people older than them. It's like, it's cool. It's being billed as empowerment, man. I'm telling y'all, that plantation shit I be telling y'all is real, man. A lot of these folks be on that. They still got them shackles on, man. You know, they don't see it's a trick. Like, they trying to get you to act a certain way so they could justify treating you a certain way and denying you opportunities and all that shit. That shit dead. So when you see a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, little homies like this pop out with a bunch of Becky's for prom and shit, man, don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? The chicks around them that they wanted to go out with might have been like, oh, you don't need to go with our nigga to prom. Hey, they all might have all hit a twerking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They might have burnt rubber. Oh, we just gonna flip a nigga. We all gonna get one nigga and just flip that nigga, bitch. How? Where you want me to pull up that how? You know? And these niggas might have want to do something clean and play her like, hey man, I'm finna give me a little, you know what I'm saying, whatever, and just step out. Like, I don't want to do all that fuck shit for prom, man. I ain't trying to have a fuck nigga prom or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the controversy, like, I guess that's gonna be where we gonna go on that, because it's 231, right? So it could go both ways, right? They either could be a proximity thing, or when y'all start seeing a lot of young dudes and y'all start seeing this more common, don't start getting on their heads like, oh, y'all just not getting with black girls. Cause make sure, ask your daughter before, okay, if you a black woman and you think like that and you fuck nigga free right now and all that, and then your daughter complaining about black dudes and they with white girls or something like that, ask her how she feel about a man, or what she would, you know what I'm saying? And then she like, shit, I don't need no nigga. Okay, and you ain't got one, so everybody happy, right? Am I tripping? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm tripping. So yeah, I don't know, man. We gonna end it on that note like that. But man, you need one, ain't got one. Shit, ain't that shit? Mission accomplished. Sit your bald head ass down. You know what I'm saying? Bald head ass. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna end it like that, man. And just take everything into consideration that I said. You know, what I was telling y'all about the voting and everything, what I tell y'all about what we follow and who we are and popularity and all that, right, wrong, and the consequences of it down the line. And shoot that shit up, chop that shit up. Anybody that got, you know, something they want to discuss or want me to discuss, man, hit me up. Y'all know how to reach me on Facebook. Y'all know how to reach me, you know what I'm saying, on my Macworld Media page. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. And we out of here. Kid, you gonna say bye? Bye. Later.